How to watch Yu-Gi-Oh in order. Yu-Gi-Oh is a great anime that is all about games. Yu-Gi-Oh means King of Games in Japanese, and it's exactly what you'd expect, with a small twist. It does have a main character who plays all kinds of games and beats his opponents. However, people often take the beating part literally. Most of the time, the opponents are the bad guys, so they deserve to be punished. Yu-Gi-Oh has 3 main series, 7 spin-offs, and 4 movies, so you can watch them all at once or spread them out. Even though there is a lot of content, Yu-Gi-Oh will keep you engaged with its funny and sometimes dark nature. You might want to watch it again because you liked it before, or just to see what all the hype is about. Here is the right order to watch Yu-Gi-Oh. The very first to watch is 1. Yu-Gi-Oh! 1998. The first anime film of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game is now out, and as you can see, it also comes in at number 1 on the viewing order for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. In this part, you'll learn all about the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! And as Yugioh 2, the main character, you'll go on some incredible adventures. So, we'd suggest you start with this 1998 anime, since it's the one on which all the other parts are based. At second number, we have 2. Yu-Gi-Oh! Film, 1999. It might not be necessary to watch this Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie before the others, but if you do, you'll have a lot of fun. But it has something to do with what will happen later. So, we think you should watch this movie, which, surprisingly, is only 30 minutes long. Then you can watch 3. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters TV. When Yugi Muto attempts to solve a cryptic riddle from his grandfather's gaming store, he transforms from a nobody to a hero. Now, he has to protect the puzzle no matter what, even though he is up against really strong people who want the puzzle's power. Pride is one of the things that are at stake. What will happen to Yugi in the realm of Duel Monsters? Will he rise to the top or fall to more formidable foes? After that, you can move on to 4. The Pyramid of Light movie. A pharaoh locked up Anubis, the Lord of the Dead, 5,000 years ago in Egypt. A group of technologically advanced archaeologists discovered the tomb of Anubis, and to their surprise, the treasure that Anubis buried there, the Pyramid of Light. That is when Anubis awakens from his long sleep and vows revenge. Yugi and his friends go to the museum where the Pyramid of Light and Anubis is. When Anubis wakes up, he attacks them. Anubis has control over Kaba, and Kaba forces Yugi into a fight. But Anubis' plans don't work out, and he has to fight Yugi himself. Will Yugi be able to prevent Anubis from causing destruction? How successful will he be in returning Anubis to where he belongs? Now you can watch 5. Duel Monsters GX, 2000 to 2004. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters GX looks more like a sequel to the 2000 anime because it picks up where the story left off. Even though it's a spin-off story, it gives you a chance to meet some new characters who will show up in later parts. So, our Yu-Gi-Oh! Watch order says that you should watch this part after either the anime from 2000 or the Pyramid of Light movie. After that, you can watch 6. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, 2008 to 2011. This is probably the most exciting one of all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. It's mostly about the past bad things that happened to the main characters, but it's still worth watching. In other words, it's the show you have to watch after you've seen Duel Monsters GX. At least, that's what you can tell from our Yu-Gi-Oh! Watch order. Continue watching. 7. Capsule Monsters Spin-off. Capsule Monsters takes place right before Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters comes to an end. The story revolves on Yugi, his pals, and even his grandpa taking a trip to check out some real-life duel monsters. They are able to summon monsters to them with the use of monster capsules that they carry. Will they be able to go back to the world they came from? After watching Capsule Monsters, you can watch 8. Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time. Now, the main character is Yusei Fudo, who is a duel runner. He and his friends go on a journey, predicting that the new Domino City, which was built next to the old Domino City, will slowly fall apart. Yusei finds some strange things in history that didn't happen during their time. An almighty global entity created by the Holy Flame, a giant with 4 human limbs and a shovel-like tail, helped Yusei by journeying across time, as it once saved the people 5,000 years ago. Yusei agreed to his request for assistance, since he suspected that another turbo spell caster, named Paradox, was responsible for the theft of his Stardust Dragon. By chance, they stopped in Venice, Italy, where the trouble started. The next in order to watch is 9. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal Spin-off. A young boy known as Yuma Tsukumo lives in a city called Heartland. This city is set in the future. He wants to be the strongest duelist of all time, just like everyone else his age. But he isn't even close to being the best duelist with the way he fights. Ryuga Kamishiro, a school bully, breaks in half a key that Yuma's father gave him, and Yuma decides to fight him because of this. Yuma isn't very good at dueling, so he has no chance against Ryuga. A strange thing happens, and Yuma's key gets fixed. Yuma sees a strange door appear in front of him. No one else can see it. He uses his key to open the door, and when he does, an alien comes out of the door and stands in front of him. Yuma's memories are scattered across 100 number cards. He needs to find his memories and, with the assistance of the alien, save Heartland City from dangers he doesn't know about. After that, you can continue watching 10. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of Dimensions. The movie is set 6 months only after the original series, and it tells us more about the Millennium Puzzle. However, when Corp conducts an extensive study to locate the remaining parts of the Millennium Puzzle, an ominous figure in a cloak emerges in the underground temple, forcing the company to dispatch a search team to discover him. Yuge Mutuo and the others graduated from Domino High School after the 6th month had passed, but they were unaware that the event with the cloaked man only on the Corp had already taken 2 parts of the jigsaw before he entirely departed. Just the right thing to show that the story is still going on. After that, you can watch 11. Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 Spin-off. The anime Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 is considerably different from any previous Yu-Gi-Oh! Series that has come before it. Yuya Sakaki is sole major character who receives attention. Yuya Sasaki often looks up to his father and wants to be a good duel trainer like him. He can also utilize a method that allows him to summon several monsters instead of just one. On the other hand, Yuya's opponents are getting together to trap him. Will he be able to deal with them? Now you can continue watching. 12. Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS Spin-off. The Duel Monsters world is changing again. Link VRAINS is the name of a new network that is being built. The way summoning works has also changed, and now a thing called Link summoning happens sometimes. Virtual reality is a part of it, and duelists can make their own avatars. Wars and fights happen in the virtual world just like in the real world. A group of hackers known as the Knights of Hanoi tried to attack an AI program called Cybers many years ago. They failed, however, since one of their targets secreted the Cybers someplace in the network. 5 years after the disaster, a high school student named Yusaka Fujiki finds a strange program and decides to join forces with such. He does this with his friend Shoichi Kusanagi. Yuzaki joins the Knights of Hanoi, because he wants to find out the truth about what happened 5 years ago. Lastly, you can watch 13. Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's spin-off. The Duel Monsters universe is expansive and ever-changing. Dueling has become very complicated in the modern world. Yugioh is in first grade and loves to come up with new ideas and try out new things with the Duel Monsters. He thinks that dueling the way it has always been done is boring and wants to change it. He came up with rush duels, a new way to fight. Tatsuhisa Kamaju, also in elementary school, quickly became interested in his brand new idea. Yuga's only purpose is to make the duels more interesting and less boring. Will he be able to deal with the challenges in his newly made rush duels? Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, then please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. See you soon.